So I'm starting out the eye look by taking MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm just applying that all over my lid to use as my base. I'm also setting it with a bit of translucent powder just so that it won't crease and the shadows that we apply on top will blend really well. Then going into the palette, I'm first of all taking the colour Courtney, and I'm applying this with a MAC 224 blending brush just into the crease, and this is going to act as our transition. So taking it all the way into the inner corner and also building up the colour, making sure it's nice and blown out. Then for my second shade, I'm taking Star Power, which is a hot pink, and I'm using it on a slightly smaller brush. I'm just brushing that about halfway into my eyelid, and I'm just kind of mapping out the colour first of all, and then I'm going to go back into the palette and build up the intensity. So yeah, going in a patting motion just to make sure that the pink becomes nice and opaque. Then going in with the colour Violence, which is like a metallic purple, I'm taking that over the top of the pink, and this is going to deepen it a little bit. And I'm making sure to blend as I go so that I get a nice soft finish. I'm also taking that shadow slightly out at the edge to give a winged effect. Then using the colour Vanity, which is a matte dark grey, I'm just pressing that into the outer corner, so being quite precise with this. I'm packing it on first, and then I'm going to lightly just blend the edges, but you don't want to take it as far as you've taken the pink, because you want this to be in like more of a specific area right in the outer corner. Then again taking my blending brush and making sure all the edges are blended so that the colours are seamless. Then with the black in the palette, I'm going to take a tiny bit of that on my brush and just press it directly into the outer corner, so you don't want to go far with this. And again, blending to make sure all the colours are nice and blended together. Now that I've got all the shadows down, I'm taking MAC Select Cover Up Concealer on a really small detailer brush, and this is a part where you're going to carve out the half cut crease, and what you want to do is go in small patting motions to work the product onto the lid. I like to do this just so I don't make any mistakes. It's easier to go small amounts at a time, and you want to take it all the way up into your crease. I go a little bit above my crease because my eyes are a bit hooded. This gives a better effect when the eyes are closed and open. And you really just want to neaten up the edges and make sure they're both symmetrical, and I take it about 3/4 of the way across my eyelid. Then taking the really light frosted pink from the palette, I'm going to press that directly over the top of where we just put the concealer, and this will give it a really nice bright highlighted effect. And you want to make sure to take that all the way into your inner corner as well. Then going back in with the purple, I'm just blending it over the line between the dark and the light. You want to make sure you definitely use an in-between colour to blend the two together. That's what's going to give you that gradient and make it look really professional and eye-catching. Otherwise you just have a really obvious divide between the darkest colour and the lightest. So you want to re-blend everything, make sure it's all looking really nice and seamless. Then taking that pink again on a pencil brush, I'm just applying it to my lower lash line all the way into the inner corner. And I'm also adding a bit of the grey just to the very outer corner and smoking it out just so you get the blend from the top lid to the bottom. Then with a liquid liner, I'm just lining across my upper lash line and stopping where my lashes finish. I'm not going to do a wing here because I don't want the liner to overpower the eyeshadow, I just want it to complement it. This is also going to hide your lash band, so it'll make everything look better in the final result as well. Taking a tiny bit of that black again and just pressing it onto the edge so that there's not an obvious edge for the liner. And then taking my concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me. I'm just using this to clean up any fallout, and it will also sharpen up the edge. So you can see here I'm using my sponge to give a really crisp edge to the eyeshadow. Then going back in one final time with my brush and making sure the pink is nice and vibrant and all the colours have been blended together. I'm then going in with a coat of mascara before I apply false lashes on the top and the bottom. Then popping on some lashes. I always put lashes with an eye makeup look like this because the eyeshadow is quite dramatic and heavy. This will really complement it and it will balance it out as well. I then go back over with a liquid liner just to cover up any glue that might be showing. And I also make sure to bind my natural lashes with the false lashes with another layer of mascara too. So then to finish off for my lips, I'm using MAC's Whirl Lipliner and just lining the outside of my lips. Then finishing with the Lime Crime Velvetines in Cashmere, which is one of my favourite colours. I'm just applying that all over the lips, and that's it. So thanks for watching this tutorial. If you have any requests for future looks, make sure to leave them below and I'll make a video on them. And let me know if you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Bye!